Welcome back. The LSUS Pilots finished the regular season with a 14-1 record and a Red River Athletic Conference regular season championship.
The man leading the way, RRAC Coach of the Year, Kyle Blankenship. I sat down with Coach prior to the Pilots Conference tournament in this week's Coach's Corner.
Now that the regular season has concluded, how do you feel like your program handled this COVID year?
Well, we really feel like our guys did the absolute best that they could. We talk about it daily that's all we ask from you is to do your very best. And so every time we had the opportunity to step foot in a gym, we just wanted to compete and be the best version of ourselves that we could be. And I think at the end of the day, our success that we've had this season has shown that our guys really took heart to that.
When do you think that this team really started to come together and gel as one? Did they gel from the start, or when did they really start to hit their stride?
Well, I do really think it happened early, and part of that is because of the returners that we had coming back off of last year's team that won 29 games, finished number 3 in the country. And we added some guys that had some previous relationships with each other, whether they had played together in junior college, and a couple of guys that played together at McNeese. And so it all just kind of fit together real early on.
You guys and LSUA back and forth, they were able to hand you guys your only loss this year. How did your team respond from that loss?
Essentially, I think it was good for us. When you're undefeated and you're going throughout a whole season without a blemish on your record, the pressure just starts to build up and build up. We went down there with 7 guys. We were missing 2 of our key contributors. Our guys gave it everything they had, and we lost in the final seconds on a final shot to a top 20 program in a place where it's hard to win. But, at the end of the day, I had a couple guys text me and said, "Hey, Coach, this is going to make us better in the long run." And I think you saw it the next time we stepped on the floor. The stakes were high against Texarkana. It was a conference regular season championship game, and our guys went out there and played like it was.
How proud are you of your team for the way that they not just performed that night, but to be able to bounce back so quickly and capture a conference championship?
Yeah, well, we were coming off a week layoff and only 2 practices going into that game. But our guys knew what was on the line. Really, it's just all about them. I'm so happy for them, seeing the guys celebrate that had never won a championship before, and some guys that haven't done it since high school. And that's what it's about, man. It's about the smiles on the faces and watching them cut down nets and enjoy being part of a championship team.
These new guys who have come in who not necessarily had played in that kind of atmosphere, in that kind of game since their high school days, what have the guys who have been part of the program done to kind of help them buy into what you guys have built at LSUS and prepare them for big games like the one that you guys had in Texarkana?
I think it starts in the recruiting process. When we tell these guys, what they're coming into, we try to sell the tradition and the history of the program. And when they step foot in our gym for the first time, they see all the banners. And really the other night in the championship game, we had 4 returners on the floor down the stretch in the last 5 minutes. And our guys on the bench, when I tried to make a sub for defensive purposes, they said, "Hey, no, let those guys finish it out. They're the ones that got us in this position, and we want to cheer them to the finish line." And that was awesome to see that. That's just kind of the team that we've got. And those guys went out there and got it done. And I couldn't be more happy for them.
How do you build a program like that? How do you have guys that buy in like that and have such love for one another?
It starts with just building relationships with the players individually, and then getting them to build relationships with each other. And we talk about it. Basketball, it is a team sport. You can only play 5 at a time. I can't play all 9 of you. At the end of the day, we got to be for each other. But they're going to remember that time they climbed that ladder and cut down that net, and that's what it's all about. And again, man, just a great group of guys. And if we can stick together through this final stretch run in tournament play, hopefully we'll get the opportunity to celebrate a few more wins here down the stretch.
Tonight, the Pilots in action in the Rapides Parish Coliseum in the Red River Athletic Conference Tournament semifinals. Say that 5 times fast. They get the big win over Jarvis Christian, taking down the Bulldogs 97-78.
Tomorrow, the tournament champion will be crowned. The Pilots face off against the familiar foe, Texas A&M Texarkana, to see who will be named the RRAC tournament champion.